This is head coach Tingus Pingus.
Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
Former NBA and tall guy superstar, and today he's taking his love for tall men to the NFL. Welcome to the Tallest Players Draft Challenge. I have 2 years to win the Super Bowl by only drafting the tallest available players. That does not mean by position, that means I can only draft the tallest possible player. The rules are simple, I can only acquire players through drafting. This is a draft challenge, so no free agents or trading for players. However, I can trade for draft picks. I have 2 seasons to win the Super Bowl. I will play every game on All Pro Simulation, so I at least have a chance to win. It will start with a fantasy draft, where I will draft every single round to ensure I only have the tallest of the tall. Finally, if there's a tie in height, I can choose any player of that specific height. Without further ado, let's start the draft. After a lot of depth chart reordering, here is what we're rocking with for the beginning of our season. Zach Davidson, for some reason, could do everything. He's going to be starting quarterback. We've got Jimmy Graham and Curtis Hodges at halfback. Jesse James is our only actual receiver. We've got a few tight ends that are also playing receiver. Nobody noteworthy. Our offensive line is amazing, like it should be. They're huge. And then, just for the memes, Daniel Falele at fullback. Defensively, it's a lot shakier. Donald Parham and Zach Kuntz are going to be our safeties. I've moved 2 tackles who are the fastest 2. They're going to be playing middle linebacker. Charles Snowden, Smith, those are going to be our outside linebackers. We kept Calais Campbell and Isaiah Loudermilk at our ends, and then we've got a few linemen thrown in at D-tackle. Our corners are all tight ends. We've got Darnell Washington, Colby Parker, Jack Wiley, and Zach Gentry. It's going to be our defense. Finally kicking for us, John Fitzpatrick. He's lined up as a punter. I don't plan on kicking the ball ever. He's not going to be good at either, but you know how Madden is when they don't let punters kick or kickers punt. I'd rather be able to punt the ball if we need to. Kicks aren't going to do anything. We've got Darnell Washington returning kicks and Zach Kuntz returning punts. Those are the fastest people who could do both. And then sub linebacker is going to be Charles Snowden. He's quick. Rush ends. Jimmy Graham is going to be basically our halfback. We've actually got Curtis Hodges as slot receiver to give us another option of someone who can actually catch the ball. So yeah, let's get into game 1. Here on the opening kickoff, I was not expecting this ball to stay in bounds, but somehow Fitzpatrick is able to keep it within the sidelines and kick that ball down to the 25-yard line. Some nice coverage will bring him down before the 40-yard line, better than I expected. Now, I gotta be honest, I was feeling maybe a little too confident on the first play on defense because MVS is going to quiet our team immediately with a 1-play touchdown. There's just no speed or pursuit, but we were able to learn quickly. Jimmy Graham was able to take these runs, and with the huge size differential, both on the inside and the outside, we were able to get great blocks. Not as much on the outside. However, we were able to sling the rock. Just kidding. Those passes were not accurate at all. However, on this third down, we're going to pick it up. A nice possession pass across the middle. The sweep to the edge, we just don't have the speed to get out there quick enough, but Jimmy Graham is able to punch it in for the first touchdown of this rebuild. I don't know why I thought I could kick an extra point, but yeah, that's what it looked like. That was the last extra point or field goal we will ever kick. Here comes a run on the first play and a broken tackle. It's going to show you why exactly it is going to be so hard to play defense. We only got 4 defenders in this draft, but a nice little TFL. It's going to be 3rd and 2, and we're going to get pressure and a sack to bring them down deep. It's going to be a long 4th down, so they're just going to go for the kick, but Zach Gentry says no thank you. He's going to block that kick, and we recover. Stopping them is honestly an incredible feat. I mean, we need a lot of that if we want a chance to win. Hit the wrong button here on 1st down, and it is going to result in a drop. However, a nice little motion, and bam, on the outside, we're going to get a nice block. Again, that's where you see that size difference come into play. With these big dudes blocking corners, there's going to be a lot of nice outside blocking. I don't know why I forced the Texas route there, but Jimmy Graham is going to save me with a great catch
across the middle. And a little scramble here is going to bring us a bit closer, and we are going to score. Here on the 2-point conversion, I'm going to try and flip it in, and Isaiah Hodges cannot hang on to it. We're back to the kickoff, and this is about what I expected a kickoff to look like. Great accuracy and straight out of bounds. I don't know how we got lucky with that opening one. Here on defense again, almost going to get a pick on the first play. Just going to turn into a little tackle, and then a screen pass. We are going to try and tackle him in the backfield. Miss. He's going to juke us. Break another tackle. Luckily, we're able to bring him down, not after a first down. We're going to get some pressure here. We're going to get pressure on another play, and then a third play in a row. We are going to get into the backfield, and they're going to come away with no points at the end of the half. Now, right here is possibly the best punt I've ever seen by a CPU. I mean, that was picture perfect, right on the inch-yard line. Here at the end of the half, I try and force it to the slant. It's going to get picked off, but luckily, he stays on his feet long enough to drain the clock, and they are going to get no points to end it. Starting second half, we're going to go in the air, trying to make something happen on third down, but there really was just nothing there. Throw it away, and then Drew Morris would be so disappointed in me. The fullback dive does not work. Daniel Falele is going to go down short. Nice little dump off here, and Calais Campbell is going to make a huge tackle to bring up 3rd and 2. And then we're going to be able to stuff the run play. Not quite enough for them. 4th and 2. They are going to get this field goal, though, however. On this return, I thought I saw a huge gap on the right side. We are just not fast enough to make it. Here's where I found out RPOs are going to be great. These blocks from huge players on the outside are going to make these RPOs and quick passes very viable for us. Again, same with read options. We're going to get to the outside. We're going to make some nice blocks, knocking a guy over. I'm thinking of switching over to the Ravens playbook for the rest of these games just to be able to really take advantage of the space and get to the outside and have big guys blocking small corners. Jimmy Graham's able to turn the corner. He's really revitalizing his career here on the Seahawks. And I was unable to find anyone on 4th down, and that's going to be a turnover in the red zone that's really going to hurt us in the long run. We're going to turn the ball over in the red zone, and an immediate wheel route is going to get them out of trouble and down the field. Right here, you're just seeing how we're not able to keep up. We don't have the pursuit angles, the coverage skills, and nobody can catch Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Donald Parham doesn't even want to. He's going to get his 2nd catch and also his 2nd touchdown. Trying an option here. There's plenty of daylight. We just can't get to the outside. 49 is going to take us down in the backfield, and a pass over the middle. Hospital ball. He gets rocked over the middle. Drops the ball. I'm going to step up. Should have scrambled, but instead the ball goes over to Jimmy Graham, and he's going to hold on to it. We're going to get a 1st down here. Still trying to keep the ball in the air late in the game, and another pass over the middle is going to pick up a 1st down for us. At this point, the strategy kind of shifted to, I want to run out the clock, so we're going to bring some motion across, try and make something happen. He's able to kind of force his way for a few yards. My theory here is if we score with no time remaining, there won't be time for MVS to get another one-play touchdown on us. However, a holding call is going to mess that all up. It's going to knock us back to 1st and 17. We're going to need to pass, get out of this hole. However, the pressure comes right off the left side. Jimmy Graham then is going to drop this ball over the middle. I don't really blame him, though. And then on 3rd down, there's just nobody open. We're going to force it. Bad ball. And that is picked off. That game is over. Or so I thought. They're going to run the ball here. Not quite able to pick up the 1st down. And on 3rd inches, instead of running the ball again, they're just going to kneel it down, punt the ball away, and give us a chance. Donald Parham is almost able to get his hands on the ball, but not quite. And we're just going to get a short little return to get a little bit of yardage here. Still a long shot for us to actually be able to score here. So I'm going to throw it up to Jimmy Graham, and you will not believe it. It is a pass interference call to bail us out near the end of the game and move us to the other side of the field. At this point, my plan was just throw it up to Jesse James. He's our best receiver, and he can't come down with it on 1st down. Ball can't even get to him on 2nd down. And on 3rd down, we're able to launch one deep into the end zone, and it is thrown so poorly he can't even get his hands on it. That's the game. We're going to come out of this with a loss on week 1. And despite the loss, after a big game in Week 1, Jimmy Graham was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week with 22 carries for 121 yards and his 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, that's a great game for someone who's playing a position they've never played before, and he's like a 68 overall or something. And after that amazing performance by Jimmy Graham in Week 1, let's get into our Week 2 game. Taking on the Detroit Lions this week, 44 overall versus 83 overall. I'm sure it's going to go wonderfully. And we're starting this game with a kickoff. Let's see if John Fitzpatrick can keep the ball within the sidelines. That doesn't look good. And straight out of bounds. Hopefully one day we'll find a super tall kicker that we can take. And they're going to play action on the first play, right over the middle. Donald Parham is able to take him down 31 yards on the first play of the game. Backside with Dyche, and there's going to be an RPO flat to the outside. Can Wiley make the tackle? He's going to bring him down just short of the first down. 8-yard gain there for Dawson Knox. Shift to the right side, looking like a run that way. They've got a lot of star offensive linemen. And he's putting the ball into the end zone. That is going to be caught. Jamar Chase is going to score the Lions' first touchdown on their 3rd play of the game. And we are going to start this game off on the ground with Jimmy Graham. I don't quite trust Zach Davidson to throw the ball this early in the game. Cut it up the middle, to the right, broken tackle. We're going to take 6 on our first offensive play. I, in fact, did forget to switch it to the Ravens offense, so we're going to be sticking with Seahawks for another week. We're going to come out in a pass here on first down. Let's see if we can make a little pickup here. Right there over the middle, and that's going to be picked off. There's no velocity on that ball. I completely forgot about that. He's just not able to put the ball into a tight window. That's going to be kind of something that we need to get adjusted to. They're going to pass on first down, the bench concept. He's going to get it to the outside. Calais Campbell cannot keep up. Darnell Washington's going to make a big hit, though. That's a big man. And they're going to pass on second down, a mesh concept. And right over the middle, Kuntz is able to hit him. And wow. I just whiffed on that second one there. Michael Thomas is back from the dead, scoring a touchdown here. Nope, just a handoff straight up the middle. Jimmy Graham, truck a man, truck a second one, and we're going to get a big gain here on first down. I think that's going to be our best strategy here, is to kind of spread the field out as much as possible. Get guys in space and make little dudes have to tackle big dudes. I bring Kendre Miller here on this inside zone, and he is not going to get there in time. But Jimmy Graham is going to take the outside, 7 yards there for a first down. I mean, he's averaging, what is that, 8 yards a carry? Let's see if we can hit a little play action here on 2nd and 3. I'm confident that if we can't complete this, we'll still be able to run for it. Oh, and wow, I mean, not a single block was thrown anywhere near that man. Look at like a cover 3 here. Let's see if we can hit this. And Curtis Hodges over the middle. We're just going to catch that and go straight down. Great throw there by Davidson to get that ball into Hodges. And we'll see if anything moves. Nope, we're just going to take off with Davidson across the middle and go down. 20-yard rush for Davidson to start today off. It looks like we should get a great block from Jesse James and be able to hit. Yep, Hodges is wide open. And we are going to get a touchdown. Curtis Hodges can get a receiving touchdown here. And that box looks pretty stacked, but let's see if we can just get Jimmy Graham straight up the middle. He's going to make it. 2-point conversion's good. And that is not going to be an accurate kick. Straight out of bounds again. I'm thinking I might go to squib kicks. That might be the way to do it from here. Regardless, first down here. 2 tight ends to the left. Yep, here comes a stretch. And Dyche is going to miss the tackle. Kuntz is going to make a hit. But he is going to be brought down by, I believe that was Donald Parham coming from secondary. And an inside zone here. We are going to bring him down short. Jamal Williams has not been able to get going against us today. Zach Martin, Mekhi Becton, and Tristan Wirfs is a crazy offensive line. They should be running the ball a lot better than they are. Oh, and over the top. Kuntz, can you make the tackle? No, but Kaish is able to track him down. I'm just kind of hoping we can reduce the touchdowns that they score. This Jamar Chase is scary. Kuntz is going to make a hit, and it's going to take 3 of us to take him down. Aaron Rodgers is still perfect on the day with 150 yards. Very heavy to the left side. They're going to pass it here. And touchdown. Dawson Knox is going to get in, and then it's going to be our 3rd touchdown straight let up today. This Texas routes might be our friend, though. See if we can hit a Texas. Oh, that is a terrible ball. I'm surprised that was not picked off, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd down for us. Shift our line, and let's see if we can get this here. And, oh, he's open. I just can't hit him. We got a flag, though. Could that be a roughing the passer? Nope. Always a holding penalty. I mean, there's no point in us punting it. Our punts aren't going to go anywhere. So we're going to have one more chance to pick up this 1st down. I hit the wrong button there. I'm used to playing on Xbox. That is going to be a turnover here. I had X over the middle. Just hit the wrong button, and we are going to need a miracle to stop them from scoring any points here. Can't get over there quick enough, and we're going to make the tackle. Dyche has been one of our most consistent tacklers defensively, coming from someone who didn't even play the defensive side of the ball before this year. And Kuntz is not quite there. I'm not sure why he was sitting in the back of the end zone, but Josh Reynolds is going to score their 4th touchdown. And Darnell Washington is going to have a returnable kick here. And just because it's returnable doesn't mean it's going anywhere. It does not look like any coverage changed, so we're going to get it to Jimmy Graham. He's going to have the ball in space, throw a stiff arm, and he's going to get 10 yards. We're going to use our first timeout. Took a while for him to get unstuck from the line, but once he did, it was open. Looking like cover 2 man here. Let's see if we can beat him on the outside. We cannot. We're going to try and fit one in, and it is going to be picked off again. Eric Rowe is going to get the interception. I was trying to hit Hodges on that post, but there's nothing there for us. I'm going to need some extra coverage over there. Wiley, oh, he's going to break it up. He can't quite pick it off, but that is going to be an amazing play by him to slow them down. He is going to throw this one out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down on their own 48. And 1 second left on the 45-yard line. Hopefully we have enough throw power to get this all the way to the end zone. This is going straight up to Jesse James. He's our only receiver really out here. And no, we do not have the arm strength. And Jesse James cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to end our first half down 20 points to Dan Campbell's Lions. We're going to bring Kendre Miller across. And that's going to be some great blocking. We're going to get a big run there. We're going to take off up the middle with Davidson and trying to slide down. We're going to get 10 yards, but not quite enough for the 1st down. I think we all know the best way to pick this up. Just a nice little run to Jimmy Graham in the middle. And he is barely going to get it here, but he's going to grab us a 1st down, keep this drive alive. RPO here, not really going to get anything. We're going to try and shoot a little bit deeper this time. We need to start making up some ground if we want a chance to come back in this game. And I think he's going to be as open as he can be. No, that is going to be picked off again. Looks like Jamal Adams. And Calais Campbell's going to be able to fight off the block. We really have been able to bottle the run. I'd say that's one of the only things we're able to really do defensively. Oh, up the sideline, and he's going to miss Jamal Williams on the sideline. 4th and 10. I think it's going to be one of the few stops that we were able to get today. Just a couple bad Aaron Rodgers passes. Jesse James is going to be our main read here. We're going to see if we can get him on a slide across. Nope. Dumping it short. Kendre Miller cannot hold on. The former lineman is showing why he never played tight end. And that is going to be picked off again. Poor accuracy throw to Curtis Hodges. and we are not looking good for the rest of this game. Oh, it's going to be a screen pass, and he is not going to be able to get it. A great rally by our defense, and it's going to bring up 4th and 1. They're going to kick this here. After another field goal, it's going to make it 31-8 on the day. It looks like this is going to be returned by Darnell Washington. We're going to take it to the right side. We've got a lane up the middle. Darnell Washington. He's getting down the field. Is he going to take this all the way? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Darnell Washington on a kick return. Now we're going to need this 2-point conversion here, and we might still be in this. Jimmy Graham is going to be able to punch it in. A nice, easy 2 points there. I am going to try out this squib kick. Nope. Here we go. I'm going to try out the squib kick. See if this will at least keep the ball in bounds. Good accuracy, and yes it will. It's just not going to go anywhere. I didn't like that very much, honestly. I think I could change one thing about this rebuild is I feel like NFL caliber athletes would be able to kick better than Madden thinks that they would. Especially on a kickoff like that. I feel like that ball is just going to travel so much further 9 times out of 10. After another completion by Rodgers. And right over the middle, Parham is not able to bring him down, but Kuntz is. That's going to put them on the 5-yard line and end this 3rd quarter. Play action pass on 1st down, and it's going to be picked off by Colby Parkinson in the end zone. Our first interception of the year coming from the former Seahawk. We're going to need a quick score here if we want to have a chance to get back into this game. Regardless, let's see if we can get a nice little screen pass out, and oh my gosh, I'm glad that wasn't picked and taken to the house. Dropping back, and we're not going to have anything at all. No time, no open space. At least we weren't sacked, and a big 3rd down here. Jesse James over the middle, and it's going to be picked off. Looks like another holding penalty anyways. This game is basically over. Dice is going to miss a tackle, not very common from him. Jamal Williams is going to get his biggest run of the day of just 7 yards. They're going to come out 5 wide here. Maybe another screen pass. And he is going to find his man in the back of the end zone. Dawson Knox is going to score again. I don't like whatever is happening here defensively. And Davidson is just going to take off down the middle. Try and make a man miss, but it's not going to work. They're going to be in what looks like the same coverage. So I'm going to take off again and try and slide down before getting pushed forward onto the other side of the field. Let's see if we can just keep them in this, keep running the ball. Looks like they're finally going to switch up their defense here. And they're going to have a spy out for me. Can we find him over the middle? Jesse James is going to make the catch, and that is going to be one of the longest passes of his career. Bring us down into the red zone. Davidson is going to try and take off, but no luck. 2-minute warning is coming up quick. And let's see if we can get the snap off. It is not going to work. Oh, and nothing here for us. Frankie Luvu is going to get into the backfield. We're going to take off again, and nothing is going to happen. I really need to stop trying to run with him every single play. Let's see if we can bring him up. And nothing is going to be open here on 4th down. Cansey's going to bring us down, and that is going to be the end of this game. My hope here is just to block a kick. Parham is just going to be inches away from it, and Kuntz is going to have no space on the return. He's going to get to the 50-yard line. And we're just going to try and stat pad a little bit to end this game. And Miller is still not able to hold on to the ball. It looks like he is just not going to be a viable option at all for us. And, oh, throwing into trouble again. Jamal Adams is going to swat that down. And the pressure is going to force a bad ball, and that is going to bring up a 4th down. Hodges is going to go up, and he cannot hold on. Detroit is going to get the ball back, and they're just going to be able to kneel this clock out. We're going to come up with a loss in week 2. Dan Campbell is going to go home happy, and Tingus Pingus is feeling the same way I am right now. Just exasperated and ready for a win to come to this team. Stats for today: Aaron Rodgers was near perfect, 16 for 23, and 5 touchdowns against our slow, tall defense. Zach Davidson was the complete opposite, 7 for 24, 5 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. On the ground, Jimmy Graham only got 10 carries this week, which might be part of the problem. 61 yards, and then Zach Davidson was able to go for 6 for 71 yards. Through the air, Jimmy Graham was our only receiver that we could count on, and just look at this. Colton Miller, 2 drops. Spencer Brown, a drop. Josh Wiley, a drop. Curtis Hodges, a drop. We're not going to win games when we're having 5 drops from all of our receivers. Blocking-wise, Colton Miller with 8 pancakes. Rob Havasine with 3. Jordan Mailata with 3. This is something that you're going to see a lot, just with all the size. And defensively, our first interception of the year is going to come from Colby Parkinson in the end zone to save us. That's all for this week. Not a great game. Let's get on to the next one.